see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on last year's national champion, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers offense will have the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Gets open down the middle. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Tigers are flying down the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They were really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. The Tigers offense will go to work for the first time today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Knight. That's caught. It's Henderson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite him.
Unloads it left. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Gets it out quickly. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Leaves it with the back. Fighting off the defender. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll try the run. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation.
Touchdown, Tiger! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quarterback keeps it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Owens. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Owens. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Dropping back, it's Knight. Flips it out on the screen. Looking for room at the 40. There he goes! And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in, it's Henderson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pocket breaking down. Gets it to him on the screen. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Finds his man in the middle. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And now on second down for this offense. On the run, it's Banks. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it in the middle, it's Terry. He's got enough for a Missouri first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They're trying to find some room off right tackle. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the single back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. The give to the back. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Play number 10 on this series. Leaves it with the running back. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Missouri! Some much-needed life from this offense as they tried to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's a hit. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got the first down and more. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got him. Across the 45. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Trying play action. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Caught behind the line. It's Henderson. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And his throw is incomplete.
I don't know know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looking downfield, it's Knight. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Lets it fly. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. They'll try to run it in. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got to play you've practiced all week long. That
big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Tiger. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They're working that left side. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. That's caught. It's Terry. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grabbed in the middle. It's Owens. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Kick is in the air. He's got it. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Knight. Gonna let it fly. He's got it inside the 25. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the back. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jordan-Hare.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Auburn offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Might be changing the route. To throw, it's Knight. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the middle. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Snagged in the middle. It's Henderson. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Using his feet, they'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Touchdown, Auburn! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Auburn! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Off play action on 1st down. Working that left side now. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing.
There he goes. They mark it at the 14. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Finds his big tight end. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. This is a designed run. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Spits it out to the back. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Using his legs, it's Owens. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Finds his tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Missouri will snap it in the red zone. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the middle. Intercepted for the 11th time. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Makes the grab down the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Got rid of it just in time. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one is perfect. Now the lead is down to 11.
Well, they were able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Knight. Takes his shot. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete. He
steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Henderson. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Grove. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Auburn going to work with another first down. Wants to throw again. It's complete on the right side. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Working the middle, it's complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if he's going to run it. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Now on 2nd and short. Red pass, it's complete. He'll step out of bounds at the 11. The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take another shot here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. And after the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, this offense faces 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. It's Terry. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. He'll do it himself. Got the first down. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. First down for this offense. Unloads quickly. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Now on second down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Reads it, fires complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's third and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Davidson. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Tigers have taken it inside the 20. In the red area, it's Grove. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Minnesota packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Gophers Nation with them, too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead, it felt like a walk through the park in Minneapolis. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. Trying to take it back. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Offense now working in the red zone. Quarterback on the keeper. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Grabs it in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the